Well, inflation's out of control. It's the worst rate of inflation that we've had in, what, 4 decades? And I lived through that era, and that was not a good era. It was really tough, especially on poor, struggling families, but also on the middle class because it squeezes you. You're always looking to try to find some relief, some other type of food that you can provide for your family, your children, that still reaches your budget. And when you've got expenses, you've got to pay rent, you have a car payment, you've got to pay gasoline. All these expenses add up, and you got to figure out where can I cut back. And we're living in a period of time of great sacrifice when we ought to be living in a time when we have opportunities to prosper. Yet those opportunities are now being eaten up by this outrageous rate of inflation. So it's really tough to live in the state of California, and that's reflected on the exodus of people outside of California. I've got friends, I've got family that are moving to Nevada, Texas, Arizona, Idaho, anywhere where it's less expensive to raise a family or just to retire. And so when I look at what's happening in the state, we kind of live in this fake environment because we have these huge budget surpluses that come from Silicon Valley. But what happens when Silicon Valley gets sick economically and that money stops flowing? And we've created all this government spending that we then have to figure out how do you cut it back, and then you create pain all over again.